Hello all. Now in this video we will do the styling of this component which we are developing in the previous video. So let's go back to our Visual Studio Code and do the styling. First of all, I will create one CSS file in this tweet ideas folder. So I will right click and click on new file, and then the name of file should be similar to the other files. So tweet ideas, the naming convention should also be the same. After that, .css. So we have created this CSS file. Now let's apply the styling. As you can see here, this user is written in gray, and in our code it is not in gray. So let's change the color of it along with the font size. So I will create one class here. So dot name, and here I will set the color to, I will copy the hex code, and after that we will give the font size to around 14 pixels. And let's go back to our HTML file and use this class here. So class equals to name. Let's save it and verify if our CSS was linked with our HTML or not. Let's go back and refresh the page. As you can see, now the text has been turned into gray. Now we will do the styling of this text. It is currently in like the font size is low, so we will increase the font size as well. So let's do this as well. So for that I will create one more class in my VS Code. I will go to the CSS file, and here after that tweet text, and it will be, the font size will be medium. And now let's go back to our HTML, and here we will apply the class. Tweet text. Let's save it and deploy. Let's refresh the page, and as you can see, font size is increased. Now what we want to do is we need to have the space between these both the tweets. There should be some space like this. So let's go back to our code and do that thing as well. So for that, after this lightning layout item, we will create one div, and we'll use class equals to SLDS. We will give the margin SLDS M, right, medium, and SLDS M top underscore medium, and then SLDS P around medium. So we have given some margin as well as some padding, and this tag is closed here, so we will cut it here and we will close after this lightning layout. So let's go back and we'll paste it here after this p tag. Paste it here and save it. Let's see the changes. Let me refresh it once again. As you can see, there is some space between all of them. Now let's give the shadow effect. So I will create one more class in this CSS file, dot shadow. Here first of all we will give the border radius, which will be around 5 pixel, and then box shadow. I will copy the content which I have already written. You can learn more about this box shadow by going to W3 school, and let's also give the width to around 350 pixels. Let's deploy these changes and refresh the page. Refresh the page. I think the changes are not reflected because we haven't used the class here. I will go to this. Here I will write the name of the class, shadow, and save it. Let's see if the changes are deployed or not. Now let's refresh the page. Yeah, it is successful. Let's go here and check. As you can see, now the cards are visible along with this shadow. Let me close it as well. As you can see the shadows here. Now what we want to do is we want, like, whenever we hover on this, the text size should increase. It should be like zoomed in. So let's do that as well. So for that we will use this transition. So let me go to CSS, and here I will create one more class, enlarge, and here transition will be, the width will become, width will 1 second, then height 1s, and then transform 1s. After that, what we want to do is whenever someone hovers, so enlarge, and when someone hover, we want to transform, and we will use the scale method 1.1 1.1. Let's deploy this and see if the changes are reflected or not. I think the changes will not be reflected, but let me refresh the page once more, because I think I forgot to use this CSS class in my code. I will go back and use this. Let me go to HTML, and we want, after this div tag, we will create one more div tag, and here the class will be enlarge. Class will be enlarge, and we will cut this and paste it just before this closing tag. Here we will paste it and save the code. Let's again deploy the code. And refresh the page. And as you can see, now we are seeing this transition. Whenever someone hovers in this, we are seeing this transition. So let me just recap what we did in this complete video. So first of all, we created this CSS file, and the name of the CSS file should be exactly similar to this HTML or JavaScript file. After that, first of all, we change the color of the font along with font size. Also the tweet text font size we increased. After that, we created this border with shadow here, and then we wrote the code for that transition. So whenever user hovers on the cut, they will see this transition. So that's it in this video. In the next video, we will create this buttons. So thank you very much.